The U.S. labor market saw a significant shift in June. Fox Business correspondent Grady Trimble is at the White House with the details.
President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration seems to be showing up in the jobs data. The White House points out that the latest jobs report out last week shows that American-born workers have accounted for all of the job gains since President Trump took office, and wages continue to rise. Foreign-born employment has fallen by 543,000 since January, while U.S.-born jobs have increased by more than 2 million since the month Trump started his second term. That's a big change when compared to President Biden's last year in office. During the same time period last year, from January to June, foreign-born workers gained around 1 million jobs, while U.S.-born workers gained just slightly more, around 1.1 million. The Trump administration says native-born job gains will continue once the big, beautiful bill is implemented.
Businesses are so confident in the positive effects of this bill that they're already racing to hire workers, racing to buy machines, racing to build factories, because they want to get there before the competition does. And President Trump's economy has already created 2 million jobs this year. The reason they've created those 2 million jobs is anticipation about the glorious effects we're about to see now that this is signed into law.
The White House is, of course, cheering this data, saying that the labor market right now is benefiting American citizens. At the White House, Grady Trimble, Fox Business.
What went down must go up if new agreements aren't made. That's the position President Trump has taken with the new trade deadline. The president, along with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, confirmed Sunday if countries don't strike new and better trade deals with the U.S. by August 1st, their tariff charges will go back to April 2nd levels. The notice amounts to about a 3-week deadline that other countries have to negotiate with the U.S. President Trump said letters will go out this week, then countries will be on the trade clock.
Sending letters out on Monday having to do with the trade deals. Could be 12, maybe 15. You know, Secretary of Commerce right here. And I guess, Howard, I would say it could be maybe as many as 15 or so. And they'll be going out on Monday, and some will go out on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we've made deals also. So we're going to have a combination of letters, and some deals have been made.
And President Trump says some of those outgoing letters could include announcements of trade deals that have already been made. Well, TikTok has created an updated app for the United States ahead of a potential sale to unknown buyers. According to a report by The Information, the new version of the app will drop in app stores on September 5th. The report says all TikTok users will have to download the new version, but the existing app will operate until March of next year for now. This comes after President Trump signed 3 deadline extensions after a law required the social media app to be banned in the U.S. unless its parent company, based in China, sold off the U.S. assets. A deal for a company to purchase TikTok's U.S. assets may be on the horizon. The president saying he, in his words, pretty much has reached a deal for a U.S. company to acquire TikTok's assets. The president didn't say who the potential buyer is. Trump said talks on buying it from China could begin today or tomorrow. The deal would have to be approved by China's president.